Hey friends. as I got up today, I'm finally coming through this chest thing, whatever it is. No fun. Do not recommend. But as I was, the last couple of mornings and the last couple of days, I've had a sense of being on the upswing and sort of healing. And it occurred to me today, as I was doing my morning routine, just how things like illness can be such a gift. It sure doesn't sometimes feel like it in the moment, but there's this interesting way in which the last probably 5 or 6 weeks, I would say, have been a period where I sort of felt an energetic vibration or an energetic disturbance in my system at the beginning of that period. And then there was a kind of fatigue that set in, but one that I couldn't really give into. I just had to kind of keep going, keep plugging away. And then it kind of crested it with a trip that I took with my family a couple weeks ago. And then we all kind of fell into basically being sick for a number of weeks, at least 2, a little more actually, since I'm still coming out of it. And what dawned on me though was, I would never have requested this, but what has come out of it, the kind of time that I've had with my daughter Annalise being home essentially most of 2 weeks. And then, as luck would have it, we rolled into this 3rd week, and it was a 3-day week because of parent-teacher conferences. So we had, again, Annalise was home a lot, and there was this sense throughout this time that this is what I was meant to be doing. And I have to say, as someone, who's accustomed to being on all the time, driving, pushing, kind of, I thrive in a lot of ways on the momentum of a project or the inspiration of a practice. I'll have phases with piano that are like that, where I'm just all in. All I want to do is be at the instrument all day long. And so for someone like me to kind of just settle, not be pushing, because I kind of couldn't, and because I had my 4-year-old daughter in the house with me, she tends to do a pretty good job of dictating the pace of things. Don't know how she does it. She just does it. But for me to be forced into that slightly slower rhythm just feels so valuable. And again, I would never have, written a letter to to the virus fairy to please leave me, to please infect me with a virus or whatever I had. I'm not even sure if it was a virus, but to please let me get sick, I would never have requested that. But even within that period, even before I was kind of out of the woods, I was already starting to get a sense that this is actually really valuable time to me. And what has showed up is that, one of the things that showed up is that as I do reflect on the next project that I undertake in my work life, I did a post a couple days ago about the cold shower experience of having in this case, my coach give me a pretty powerful reflection about where I was in my thinking about this project, and really kind of challenging me to rather than start building something because that's what feels like progress, to really take a close look and evaluate, do you know what you're doing this for? Do you know where this is trying to go? And as she was asking me those questions, I sort of had to go, really only kind of, really only vaguely. In fact, maybe not at all. I know some of where my enthusiasm lies, but I had to sort of check myself and catch myself going, trying to start moving in a direction without really knowing where I was going. So that experience, in addition to just this kind of forced slowing down, meant that over the past several week or two, I've been revisiting these ideas, and they haven't, without taking any action, I've been coming back to them and continuing to kind of refine and actually really spend time looking at them. And what I've noticed is, this is work that I haven't really done. This is work that it is actually a form of action, because it's not, it doesn't just happen, and you can't, and a sort of passive approach won't really, you need the cold shower to kind of get the energy up. But just having a sense of like taking a pass, doing another coat on the idea, so to speak, little by little, things are moving, and I can tell they're moving. I can tell they're moving because I have that feeling of a kind of vague, kind of heightened sensitivity and heightened, almost like anticipation of what might happen next. And that's felt really, it feels really good to have that showing up. And I think one of the primary lessons for someone like me is to allow the now. Sounds like a horrible cliche, but it's actually kind of also relevant and kind of a key. Allow the now to be what it is. because things will still change. Things will still move. There's no question about that. But if we can allow now, then we're not making any artificial movement, and we're not making any extraneous movement, and we're minimizing to as great a degree as we can compulsive movement, and that feels really important. Feels right. So, thank you, illness, whatever you were. I'm glad to see you go, but I'm glad you were here. That's where I am today, folks. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. This is what my voice is supposed to sound like, as opposed to what it's been sounding like for 2 weeks. But I appreciate you tuning in. Have a great day. I'll see you soon.